Hello, and welcome again to another installment of One Shot Summer, brought to you by Dice Jailers. With this adventure, we'll help you beat the heat with a treat that's neat. That just
Wow.
happened. I'm your DM, Bjorn Anders. Here, as always, first player to introduce.
I'm Jordan Michael Whitby, regular here on Dice Jailers. Should we introduce character names, or is
Yeah,
just ourselves
yeah.
good?
Go ahead and do your character name.
Yeah. So I'm playing as Day, short for Descartes.
Day. I
Uh,
love it.
Centaur, wearing a big old breastplate. And doesn't seem to be carrying any other weapons.
Interesting. I'm looking for. Oh, goodness, I think I just know what you rolled, and I'm very happy about this. And a regular on our campaign and a guest on here a few times, and she also lives here.
Hi.
That's you.
I know. I'm Jamie. I am playing Mara, who is Narakokra.
Wonderful. And here for the first time, who I've known as long as I've known Jordan, as he was part of the production where Jordan and I first met through the plot hole. Say hello, Mario.
Hello, Mario.
Thank you for doing that.
God damn it.
Hey, I do as I must. Hi, I'm Mario Gomes, and I'm so happy to be here. I'll be playing as Dean Counselor, Guidance Counselor at Barth College.
What did you say the character's name was?
Dean Counselor.
Dean Counselor.
Team counselor.
That is so amazing. It makes me so happy. And
My
last,
God.
but certainly not least, returning once again, the saint himself.
Hi, I'm St. Newton. Today I'm playing also an Aarakocra, but you can call me Bird the Bounty Hunter.
This is going to be so delightful. So, the four of you are members of a crew aboard the SS MacGuffin. And in your travels, don't give me that look. In your travels, looking for interesting or valuable things far and wide, you had heard great tale of the famed ghost ship, the Scallywagon, which was captained by one Captain Scurvyhook. This ship was sunk after a mutiny by his first officer, but stories go that every so often folks will see the Scallywagon floating just above the surface of the water, sometimes docking in shallow ports. And anyone who's gotten a close enough look has seen some shifting shapes on deck, but it's believed there could be great treasure aboard that ship. And it just so happens that the SS MacGuffin, this quiet night, sailing along in shallow waters, and just so happens to spot the Scallywagon herself. You four drew the short straws and were sent in a rowboat to head on over to the Scallywagon itself, having clambered up or flown up the side to get up on the main deck. You stand there, the main deck of the ship. You can see it's fairly slick. There's a layer of seaweed all around, along with what looks to be very fresh blood and some viscera. You can see stairs rising up to the quarterdeck and towards the forecastle at the bow of the ship, and there are some doors on either side here leading to different areas. And go ahead and roll a perception check.
Oh no, I don't think I will.
Oh, no.
Natural 20.
Alrighty.
23.
23, natural 20. And what about you, Mara?
I got 8.
8? Okay, so Day and Mara are just too busy looking down at the seaweed and the viscera and the very fresh blood, whereas Dean and Bird, you two have noticed that there has been this skeletal parrot circling near the topmast ever since you all got onto the deck itself. The other thing that all of you do notice, though, are the skeletons that are slowly shambling their way towards you, and I'll have you all roll initiative.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Quick question.
Yes.
As we were on the boat, could I have spent about 10 minutes just like doing a group therapy session? You like just pumping everyone up, reminding them that they're here for a reason.
Absolutely.
That they're able to that here, even though I feel sick, I'm still putting myself through this. So I know that if I have this, they have this. And I also pull up a little like painting parchment with a tabaxi hanging from a rope that says hang in there, and just show it to all of them.
You can absolutely do that. Yes, please.
And so,
So
I get it. It's a cat.
we
yeah.
we rolling for psychic damage or what?
No.
Yeah, so all of you get 7 temp HP.
Oh, thanks. Mara squints at the sign in confusion and is like, strangely, this does make me feel better.
But
That's my job.
on that initiative roll, 25 to 20. Okay.
Oh, actually.
Oh.
21.
21. Alrighty.
Somehow.
How about 20 to 15?
19.
19.
Oh, wow.
Who's got the higher dex?
Probably you.
I was going to say 16.
Yeah, you got a higher dex.
Okay. And I guess that means Mara is bringing up the rear. So you notice there are 6 skeletons shambling at you from various directions. Dean, you are up first. What do you want to do?
All right. Sorry, can I ask what's everyone? What classes are we playing?
Sure, I'm an Aarakocra monk.
I'm
Warlock.
Sorry. What was that?
Warlock.
I'm playing a rogue sniper.
All right. So I go to Mara and say, "Hey, can I put my hand on your shoulder for a moment?" And say, "You got this." And I cast heroism on her.
Nice.
So that means that you're immune to being frightened, and so you're imbued with bravery.
Thank
If you're
you.
immune to being frightened, and every turn you can get up to 4 temporary hit points.
Wow,
Yeah, it's a dang good spell.
sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mara, you feel yourself just being imbued with this overwhelming sense of just nothing scares you at all. You feel brave, you feel strong, and you know you can handle these skeletons. But we'll get to that later, as it's not your turn. As that ends Dean's turn, that brings us to the skeletons. Let's see here. Day, you're the biggest, so 2 of them are going to rush up to you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Let's see here. 1 will rush up to Dean, 1 to Bird, 1 to Mara, and then for the last one, odd Mara, even Bird. Okay, that's a 4. So Bird, you got to deal with 2 of them.
You said there were 6.
There are 6. Two on Bird, 2 on Day, 1 on you,
Sorry,
1 on
missed
Dean.
the first 2. 2 plus 1 plus.
So, Day, that is a 17 to hit and a 21 to hit.
They both do.
So you will take a total of 10 points of piercing damage as they poke their short swords into you.
Ow.
We'll go next on Bird. You have 2 coming your direction. That is a 14 to hit and a natural 20.
Shit.
Those both hit.
Okay. So let's resolve the 21st. That will be 11 points of piercing damage and 5 points of piercing damage as you get poked. That
All
is
right.
a 9 to hit on Dean. I don't think that's going to cut it. And then lastly,
Oh,
on
barely.
and then on Mara, that is a 15 to hit.
That misses.
Alrighty. So you watch Bird and Day just get turned into pincushions by these skeletons. They just are very just and that brings it to Bird. It is your turn. What would you like to do for vengeance against one of these skeletons that just impaled you thoroughly?
I think I'm going to use the disengage action and go straight up.
That sounds fair.
Because I have 5 health.
Yeah. So you're just gonna like clamber up the top mast.
Yes, I am.
That's
well,
a-
I'm flying, so I'm going straight up.
Oh, you're flying. That's fine. You can absolutely do that. I was gonna say if you're gonna climb that top mast, let's have you roll a check, but that's different altogether.
And I'll go high enough to be out of their range, but I guess how high is the parrot? Would I be right in his range now?
No, that thing's circling good like 50 feet above head. You do notice they, in addition to their short swords, they also have short bows.
Well, I'm gonna hope they don't think to shoot at me first.
That's fair.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
Or actually,
No.
no, I'm gonna use a bonus action to do an insight check against one of the skeletons,
Or- or is
which
it-
I have for 11.
You have cunning action, so you could use that for your disengage if you wanted.
That's a fair point. I'm gonna do that because then
Okay.
I can make an attack, can't I?
Yes, you can.
That insight check would you have to beat it with a deception? A 21.
Well, you have to choose the insight check or the disengage for your bonus action.
Fair, but I'll take the disengage and I'll just not do that.
All right. And just take the attack on one of them.
Yes.
Love it. Make an attack roll.
Does 12 hit?
12 just hits. As they have no armor.
11 damage.
And you add your sneak attack on that?
I do.
Good. Wanted to make sure. That one is just barely standing, I'm sorry to say. But you did some very significant damage as you watch this very bloody bird fly upward and just fire down at one of these, just causing one of its arms actually clatters off to the ground. Unfortunately, not the arm with the sword, but you did a lot. Day, you are up.
I
Mara,
should've
you
known
are
now.
on deck.
Alright, I'm gonna hold up my hand and summon a large spectral glaive, my
Okay.
packed weapon,
Nice.
and hit one of the skeletons in front of me. That is a 17 to hit.
That'll very hit. Give me damage, please.
Alright, that's gonna come down to be 13 points of slashing damage.
You watch as this centaur, making this glaive appear out of nowhere, brings it down into this skeleton, and like a hillbilly who goes bowling, throwing it with all their might, these bones go everywhere like bowling pins. That skeleton is no mo.
And that's it for my turn.
Alrighty. You are up, and then Dean, you are on deck.
Thank you. You
Alright,
honor me
so-
with the correct pronunciation of my name.
All right, so
Oh, you're next, Dean. It's Mara right now.
yeah.
So I suppose I will attack the one who came up to me.
Glorious.
And we attempt to smack him with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
Oh, you are in jail. That is 3 bad rolls in a row.
Yeah, can't have that.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. What's my 9 plus 5? 14. Wait, that would hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Never mind. Like,
Their armor class is 12.
okay. 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alright, that one is very... you said bludgeoning damage?
Yep.
As you hit it with your quarterstaff, you notice that this hits harder than you expected it to, as they have vulnerability to bludgeoning damage, and it just shatters and goes in all directions.
Because I get because I can attack as a bonus action. Since I get a second attack as a bonus action, does that work? And I can transfer it to somebody else, or does it not work?
You can transfer it to somebody else for your unarmed strike.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it on a different one. You can reach all of them if you want. So if you want to attack the weakened one, you can. If you want to attack a freshie, you can do that too.
Are any of them paying attention to Bird?
I mean, the two that ran up and stabbed him, they're looking up at him.
Okay, I'll attack the one that he hurt.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Okay. That's better. That's a 15 to hit.
You don't even need to roll damage. Your modifier alone will take this one out. So you all watch as Mara, having just shattered one of these skeletons with her staff, runs over and just throws out like a winged elbow and just BAM! Smashes it into the skull of the second one. That goes down in a heap.
Nice. Throwing bones at those bones.
Love it. Dean, it is your turn.
All right, well, Dean seems like he needs a little bit more time to climb up the boat. So he just turns to the skeleton that just tries to attack him and goes, "Hey, buddy, are you actually taking care of yourself? Maybe you're just attacking me in hunger because you're hungry." And this is Dean's vicious mockery.
What kind of save is that? Is charisma save?
That's a wisdom save. DC 14.
Nope. Just go ahead.
Nicest vicious mockery ever.
Amazing. Yeah, go ahead and give me that damage. Strangely, skeletons do not have a high wisdom.
3.
3 points of damage.
And that one has disadvantage on their next attack roll.
Amazing. Yeah, you can tell it's... If a skeleton could make facial expressions, it would. Like, somehow, like, the jaw slightly dislocates and, like, shifts to the side, almost as if it's thinking really hard about something. Like, it's doing its best to give you reactions. In that case, it will be the skeleton's turn. The one that you mocked, it realizes, guy was making fun of me. It's going to try and attack you with disadvantage. That's a natural 1, so I don't need to roll the second time. As for the other 2,
I mean, you could see you got 2 ones.
Motherfucker. I already picked it back up. I did.
Amazing.
See, it's not mockery; it's the truth.
Oh man.
You need to take care of yourself.
Oh.
Bless.
Oh.
Self-care is important, even if you're undead.
Today we learned we need to have Mario on a lot more because that was great. Okay, the other 2, one will try and stab Mara because she was just this machine of destruction, and the other one's going to try and stab Day. Day first. That's a natural 3. I don't think that hits you. Your armor class it's not single digits, is it?
No, surprisingly.
Against Mara, that would be a whopping 12. I don't think that hits either.
Nope.
So you kind of guys get the sense that the other 2, as they're trying to attack, they also heard the words that Dean had delivered, and they're also just kind of pondering, am I really taking care of myself here? And just is this the afterlife of undeath I really want, just being on a ghost ship? And Bird, that brings it your turn as you're flapping away a little above all of these. 1 slightly hurt and 2 untouched skeletons lurk beneath you.
Well, I'm curious, has the skeletal parrot reacted to any of this at all?
No, just...
Still going around?
Yep.
Okay. Then I'm going to shoot another one of the skeletons, but first I'm going to use a bonus action for steady aim.
Love it.
So go ahead and attack. Natural 20.
Oh, goodness. Give me the damage on that. I forgot to ask. Were you going to one of the fresh ones or the hurt one?
Let's go for one of the fresh ones.
Love it.
As I hit it with 22 damage.
And you're using what? A hand crossbow?
Hand crossbow.
Wow.
So you watch as this Aarakocra, I guess, claw crossbow? Like you don't really have hands.
The claw crossbow.
Or is that like chicken fingers or like the 10? I don't know. Regardless.
Well, it's the crossbow.
The crossbow. It's fine. There it is. There it is.
Aarakocra have hands and wings, like arms and wings.
They got both?
Yeah.
Okay. I never
Big.
play them. So, yeah. This tells you how often I've played an Aarakocra. Never. So you watch as just this perfectly placed arrow, which you wouldn't think against something that's purely skeletal that something like a crossbow bolt would be that effective. But somehow, like, you hit it just right where the spine meets the hips, and it just comically falls apart. The head just, the skull landing right down in the pelvis area before tipping on its side, rolls and off the edge of the boat, and down to the water below.
So much for that one.
Yep. Day, you are up. Mara, you're on deck.
All right, I'm just gonna. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And glaive the other one that tried to hit me.
Love it. Make an attack roll.
And that is a natural fucking 20.
Yes! Go ahead and give me damage for that.
So many!
Let's see, and that is... Alright, 10 on the first die, 1 on the second. Alright, so 15 damage in total.
So you watch as Day just gets this glaive spinning, and it just fully, he takes it one point, and spins it right around his neck to get some extra momentum before grabbing it in one arm. Boom! Right through the skeleton before striking a super cool hero pose.
Wish my golf swing was like that.
It will be one day. You just need to believe in yourself.
Mara, you are up. There is one slightly damaged skeleton left, pondering its existence.
Okay. Pop.
And Mara, don't forget you get 4 temporary hit points.
On top of the 7 that I already had.
No,
No. I think you were already hit, right?
Yeah, if you lost those 7, then you'd get those 4.
I haven't been hit.
Not for a lack of me trying.
No, not yet. I have not.
Then never mind. They don't stagger.
Okay, all right, pop.
All right, make some attack rolls.
Okay. Oop, that is a nat 1, so I miss on with my quarterstaff.
You're still kind of watching just the awesomeness of the destruction that Bird and Day just put forth, and you're not even paying attention where you're going with your staff. You thrust straight out, and as you look back at the skeleton, you're impressed that somehow you missed right in between the ribs of its rib cage.
So then I go to do an unarmed strike.
Yep.
But somehow, because there is apparently really evil bad mojo in this house, I got another nat 1 on a different die. Yeah. I should probably quit now.
The night of highs and lows. It's interesting.
As you go to strike this skeleton, thrusting your fist outward, just missing the side of its head, and you kind of just shrug your shoulders in disappointment. The skeleton reaches over and gives you a pat on the shoulder, and just kind of gives a little there with its head, just trying to give you the sort of pep talk that Dean was giving it. Dean, you are up.
So is it just the one skeleton that's left?
Just the one.
I actually mirror his motion, tap the skeleton in the shoulder, and tell him, "You see, you got this. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to. Even you as a skeleton get a lucky break every once in a while, or 2. And again, please make a wisdom save."
Nope.
2. 2 and disadvantage on the skeleton's next attack.
At this point, the skeleton again kind of shudders from the damage and is looking around and doesn't really have the will to keep fighting you guys right now. Just kind of shrugs, puts its very rusty short sword in the tatters of its belt, and just kind of nods. Bird, it's your turn. You can just totally gooch this skeleton if you want, or you can see if you guys can try and get an undead pet. I don't know. It's up to y'all.
Well, Bird's gonna go ahead and drop a net on that skeleton.
Okay. And just you watch as this net right around this thing, and it's kind of, It pushes at the net a little bit, and it kind of checks how the weight of it goes through its bony fingers. It doesn't seem to be too perturbed by it.
If it did hit, it's technically incapacitated.
Yeah, it's just kind of playing with the weight of the net. So yeah, unless any of you,
Can I use my reaction just to tell the skeleton, see an opportunity to rest?
skeleton gives you a thumbs up, and it just kind of sits down, letting the net just drape over it, and it's just sitting there cross-legged in the middle of this wet seaweed viscera covered deck of a ship
with a weighted blanket, so it's very
basically yeah, like this
I'm just gonna all right, let's get you out of the muck and pick up the skeleton in the net and just kind of like fling it over my shoulder, like kind of onto my back but still in the net.
Yes. And it's a couple of its, legs kind of poke out through it, and you basically got a very chill skeleton in a net riding on your centaur back. But you are now here on this deck. The rest of the skeletons having been dealt with. Like I said, you have got the quarterdeck to the aft of the ship. To one side of you, the forecastle up near the bow in the other direction, and then there are a couple sealed off doors, and you can see where there is access to a lower deck. If you wanted to smash through this one, you think there's probably a way to get down elsewhere, and this skeletal parrot is still just circling far, far overhead.
Before we move forward, Bird, sorry, no, I'm sorry, the other Cobra, Bird or?
His name is
Yeah,
Bird.
Bird, yes, that's me.
Bird, sorry, lots of skeletons. Also, I'm still a little seasick. You were hit badly, so I did go, hey, buddy, you got this. Thank you for taking one for the team, and I will cast a first level healing word on you.
Appreciate that.
And you heal, that fell, 6 points of damage.
That more than doubles my health.
I'd say that was probably our easiest catch yet, Bird.
Definitely was, Des.
I don't know if Mara would have any sort of special insight into the behavior of skeleton parrots, but if she does, what she thinks going on with the skeleton parrot.
Make a nature check? Sure.
That's not that. No. Oh my God. No. That's that.
Is that a 1?
9.
So, better than a 1. You know 2 things. It's skeletal and it's flying.
Great.
You're sure of both of these things.
Thanks. Yeah.
Y'all want me to go
Hey,
catch
Bird.
that there parrot?
I do not think there's any way to interrogate it.
Yeah, but then we get a pet parrot too.
I mean, you do you, but I don't know if we need to get greedy. Here.
No, he was
We're in
hurt.
this.
He was hurt. If he needs an emotional support parrot, then I'm here for him.
Alright, I stand corrected. I can admit when I'm wrong.
Well, if none of you really want it, we don't have to get it right now.
No, don't be ashamed of your needs. And I take off to fly up to the parrot.
As you fly in its direction, it very much flies away from you, and you notice it can fly a little faster than you can.
Wow.
That's insanely fast for a parrot then.
Yeah.
So yeah, noticing that it can apparently is faster than 60 feet per minute or whatever it
Wait,
is.
you've got... I thought an Aarakocra fly speed was 30.
60.
Oh!
Yeah, I'm faster flying than I am walking.
In that case, you are faster than the parrot.
Alright. So, I'm gonna fly up next to him, and just in case...
Mine's only 50. She's a monk.
Yeah.
There you
it's
go.
the monk shit. Yeah. Dope monk shit. So I'm trying to talk to it in, I try Orin, just in case it speaks Orin.
Make an animal handling check?
Again, all things that I'm great at. 15.
What do you say to it?
Greeting. Can I tell if it's boy or girl?
I have no idea.
Okay. Is it,
Yeah.
greetings.
No. You made a nature check earlier, and you could tell it was a parrot and it was flying. You cannot tell from its skeleton.
Well, I'm
what
closer
gender.
now, damn it. Alright. They say, greetings, younger sibling.
Greetings! It replies to you in Orin for that.
Cool. Say, do you wish to be free of this ghost ship?
Rock! It's a ship! Rock!
Right. Do you care to come to the flat place with me?
Rock! Flat place! Rock!
And then just out of curiosity, I'm going to switch to Aarakocra and go, do you just repeat part of whatever I say?
Rock! Whatever I say! Rock!
Right.
I now want it.
shout down in common. It can parrot statements, but not make its own, and I have just realized for the first time where that expression came from.
Parrot statements.
Do you need a knit? I got an extra.
Quell the mutiny.
Mutiny, you say, in common.
Mutiny.
I am...
Save the captain.
Can you show us where the captain is, small one?
Not on your life.
And I yell, can you show us where the captain is, please?
Strike two.
Polly wants a cracker.
Cocks its head to its side. And...
I gesture for it to follow me, because I'm not trying to do some freaking, like, I'm on a hovercraft. So I land and I go to my pack, and I'm assuming I have, as part of my rations, something like hardtack or some sort of bread.
If you're offering up some sort of cracker, it's going to fly on down and try and get itself some of that.
Mm-hmm. There is more where that came from, should you wish to share information.
I mean, we're in a pun-based pirate adventure here. If you think Polly don't want a cracker, you are sadly mistaken.
I thought she did.
Yeah, you're very much right.
My wisdom is very high.
And it's just going to town on this. You notice as it eats it, you can see it fall through what sort of throat cavity it has and just drop into its rib cage and just eventually slough down onto the ground itself, as it has no stomach with which to contain said food.
So I just have, like, cracker crumbs now?
Yeah.
I'm catching them.
Yeah, because it doesn't have saliva to wetten it into any sort of paste, so it's basically making you some panko.
Yeah, I'm catching it in, like, a handkerchief or something.
Great. In case you go to a fish fry, you'll be ready.
I'm gonna kind of turn around to the skeleton on my back. You want to point which way are more of your buddies that try to fight us?
Make a persuasion check.
So that's a 19 on the die for 23.
Cool. So this skeleton raises a bony finger and points it through the net, and it points to behind one of the closed doors. And then its bony finger points down at the deck itself and just kind of makes a large circle.
All right, Bird. I know which way to go.
Way to go!
Mara also turned around, hearing Bird being called out. It's like, yes?
No, not you. Bird.
It's my name. Mama won't creative enough.
And I turn around and say, wait, did you say bird or bard?
It's Bird, sir. Bird.
No, yeah, I wasn't sure if he was talking to you or if he was talking to me.
Makes sense.
So we have three birds and a bard so far. This can only go well.
Anybody who wants to can make a insight check on the parrot.
Oh, finally.
18.
18.
Oh, 22.
22.
Damn, what'd you get, Mara?
Also 22.
Damn! So all of you notice that the parrot, whenever it's not interacting with you, its gaze seems to go towards one of the two closed doors quite often.
Is it the same one that Boney pointed out?
Nope, the opposite one.
So, that's interesting. The skeleton told us which ones they wanted to fight in. Maybe the other door has someone who doesn't want to fight.
Well, the
Should we find out and see if Polly deserves cracker?
yes. Well, Polly said something about looking for the captain. Perhaps they are indicating where the captain would be.
All right, and I'm gonna go up to, without really any more thought, go up to the door that the parrot looked at.
Sure.
And do like my hoof charge to try and just break it down.
Cool. Make an attack roll against it.
I hope he opens out.
Let's see, it's 17 on the die,
Cool.
so
Just
19.
roll bludgeoning damage on this door. Let's see if you can Kool-Aid through it.
6.
So just whomp. These two hooves stop against it. You make a good dent in it, but you don't quite push all the way through.
I'm just throwing it out there. That was my maximum damage for that.
All right. So Dean goes and goes, "Oh, thanks for trying. I have an idea." And Dean just goes and knocks on the door.
Nothing. You do notice as you're knocking on it, the door does in fact open outwards, like in your direction.
So I just look at the center and goes, "Well, it happens to everyone." And I pull the door.
Oh. Outdoor, not indoor.
It happens to me all the time.
As you open it, looking in this room, you can see that there's a desk, some shelves, and a chest fill most of this room. Dangling their feet over the side of a bed against the south wall, you see this small, kind of ghoulish figure, and its ghostly blue eyes glance up in your direction. It kind of recoils in a bit of fear.
Hi, my name is Dane. I'm sorry to intrude into your space, but are you okay?
Hi, my name is Pales. You're the first people I've seen in a long time. You're not going to hurt me, are you?
No, not at all. We're not here to hurt you.
That's good. I didn't like when I got hurt the last time.
And you watch as he stands up. It can't be a boy much older than about 14, and has this clearly undead form, and you can see this large gash across the chest, you assume being what ended his mortal existence.
Well, so, if you're not going to hurt me, then I suppose I won't try and hurt you. I'm not very good at hurting people anyways, so pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you, Pales. My name is Dean, and my friends are out there. By the way, Jordan, blank your name.
Pales.
No.
That one. Oh, not me. I'll sit and listen.
Sorry, Jordan. What was your character's name?
My character's name. You'd probably call him by his full name because of who you are as a person. Descartes.
Descartes. Thank you. My friends Descartes, Bird, and Mara are out there, and we're not here to hurt you, Pales. So what happens to you?
Well, there was a mutiny. You see, the first mate he couldn't be trusted, and so he and some of the men turned against the captain, and well, first they killed the captain, and then anybody who stood with him, and then that's all I remember. I'm guessing they sank the ship because it wasn't like this when I was alive, but now here we are, and we keep sailing, looking for the ship that sank us. Its name's the Wave Dancer, and well, I don't know what happened to it, but the captain, he's not the same as he once was.
Well,
He's gotten mean, you see, and all he talks about is revenge.
well, Pales, thank you so much for sharing, and that sounds terrible. I don't know if this means much to you, but I am proud of you for standing up with your captain. And do you happen to know someone named Polly?
Oh, that might be there. Do you mean the captain's parrot? Yeah. No, Polly's real nice. I gotta tell you, it's real boring on this ship. I don't think I wants to be on it no more.
Well, it's a big world out there, and you can do whatever you can. And my friend Mara actually met your friend Polly, and they're both out there if you want to go say hi.
Well, I mean, I can't really leave the ship. None of us can leave the ship. I'm kind of stuck here, you see. I think we all are, because we were loyal to the captain, and now, well, he's still here, you see. And all he wants is revenge. And I think somebody's got to do something about the captain.
Can we say that by this time, I stuck my head in the door?
Oh, hell yeah.
We're probably all come over at this point. Like,
Yeah.
he's talking to someone. What does the kid look like? A ghoul or a...
Yeah, so it looks kind of like a zombie that hasn't had much of its flesh rotted away. Yeah, so like this ghoulish, zombie-ish kind of thing. Very, very gray, gaunt skin, hair mostly fallen out, wide-eyed and full of enthusiasm. Just basically, this is, you know, the end where the end that we're happy Jim Hawkins did not.
No!
Yeah.
Oh my god! I was thinking that this whole time. I'm
It's
like,
just as innocent looking as Jim Hawkins.
no!
Just these bright eyes full of hope and enthusiasm.
Well, let's go do something about the captain and see what we can get done.
If you want us to find the captain, he's usually down deep in the hold of the ship. You needs to watch out for his new first mate, though. He promoted to cook, and you know, he's a bit scary.
Me too.
That's good. His name's Slicer,
That's a good name.
and his sous chef Pointy.
Slicer and Pointy.
Yeah, I don't know if that's their real names. That's what I calls them because it's what they likes to do.
Whatever you choose to call yourself is your real name.
You three got a good friend in this one. I likes him.
Just a question: do those two look anything like the dude? And I point back.
No,
Oh, okay.
Do they look
Okay.
more like you then?
a bit. Yeah. Well, I guess one of them looks a lot like him. The big one looks a lot like me.
Right.
If Polly did not come of her own accord, their own accord, I have been attempting to lure them towards the boy with crackers and promises of treats.
Oh, like, if you're offering food, Polly's just following along.
Okay. I give, you noticed when Mara saw the slash across his chest, she gave very, very upright and, like, square jaw, very angry. And, he's like, we will find who did this to you. In the meantime, and I give him my panko, and say, if you feed Polly this cracker dust, perhaps they will hang out with you.
Oh, you all are really smart. You didn't do anything bad to Polly. Captain would be real mad if you did.
That was lucky.
Yeah, I was, out of character. I'm like, there are two bird people in this party. I don't think we were gonna. I like Mara be like, absolutely not. We're persecuting this parrot.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Never
and
would hurt you.
yeah, and don't worry, we didn't bring any stones.
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
So yeah, like other than pails here, the only other things of note in this, you quickly realize this is the captain's quarters that you're in, and you can see that the desk here was the captain's personal desk, and over by the bed there's also a chest in that corner.
I want to look for like the captain's log.
Make an investigation check.
Oh no, so much smarter than me
Well-
should have done this.
Wouldn't that be on the poop deck?
That was a 17, miraculously.
You find it. Unfortunately, most of it has been waterlogged and destroyed, probably from when the ship sank. A lot of the older entries, although you do find some newer entries in it that were probably made after this became a ghost ship, and it's just over and over and over the same word written again and again and again and again, and it's in all capital letters. It just says traitor over and over and over again. Traitor.
Am I able from? I know you said it was waterlogged, but can I tell from? Is there any place I can see a date, so I can have some idea of when this ship sank?
It probably, just gauging on things, you're guessing it probably sank between 10 and 20 years ago.
All right, cool.
I asked Pales, hey,
Yeah.
buddy, do you know what's in the chest?
Oh,
Is there? Sorry.
I don't know. But I'm guessing it belongs to the captain. I never mess with any of the captain's things.
I
I,
mean, I tried.
I'm his assistant, so he lets me sleep in here when he's not using his quarters.
So just, I'm curious, because you have that permission from the captain.
Yeah,
Can you open the chest for us?
I don't have the key.
That makes sense.
I know someone who always has a key, and I look over at Bird.
I always have keys. Can I make a check to open the chest?
Sure, thieves' tools.
As he's doing that, can I turn to Pales and say, hey, is it okay with you if we open the chest since you are in charge of this room?
I mean, you've been real nice to me and real nice to Polly, and I mean, the captain didn't specifically say no one was allowed to, so I mean, yeah, it's fine.
What check is that actually? Is that just sleight of hand, or is that?
Are you proficient with thieves' tools?
I am.
Then you dexterity plus proficiency.
Okay. $19.
Lock easily opens. And as you open it, make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. 19 for 24.
And nothing happens. It wasn't trapped. I just wanted you to roll that.
Sure.
Give that to my students tomorrow.
Oh, I love doing that. So as you open it, you see this chest. There are only two things in it. You see a blood-soaked leather sack, and you see a brass spyglass.
I definitely pick up the sack.
Okay, pick it up. It's got a little bit of weight to it.
I just need to know what kind of leather it is.
Brown.
It is it animal leather?
Probably.
Okay.
What is there anything? What's in the sack?
What's in the sack?
What's in the sack?
What's in the box? Give me a moment here as Guys, D&D Beyond is where I have to look up one of the things on here that I forgot to make a note of on my
D&D Beyond.
actual thing.
Someone, a company we wish sponsored us.
Oh, man. It'd be amazing.
I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. You could.
Okay, let's see here. So you're reaching into the bag?
That I am.
Excellent. I need you to roll a d20. Low is bad, high is good.
Can I say you got this body and give him a bardic inspiration?
Not on this one.
All right.
7.
7. You all watch as Bird goes to check what's in there. This bag's jaws open up and just all of a sudden starts swallowing him whole.
I rush to pull the bag off of him.
You can. Sure. Let's see here.
Is it a fucking mimic?
Nope. It's even better.
I've lost my buddy.
It is a horrible magic item that I love. Okay, Mara, make a strength check.
Oh no. Cocked. Still cocked. The hell. Big. Cool. Oh. No. No. That is a 6.
Yeah, Bird, you can try and make a strength check if you want to try and get out. If anybody wants to do anything to try and get him out of there, this is your chance.
All right.
I'm gonna cast. Sorry. Oh yeah, no, you go for it.
All right. I go and tell Bird, hey, buddy. Sorry, sometimes we get our hands in sticky situations, but you got this. I touch, so pat him back and tell him, can I cast Enhance Ability, and which will give him, with Burst Endurance, which will give him, Bull Strength, which he gives him an advantage on strength checks.
There you go. Love it.
Okay.
Love it.
So I'll go with the advantage on strength check to get out.
Yep.
18. That's almost as good as I can do.
18. So you are. This bag is just fully trying to devour you, and as it's pulling you in, you just reach up and get each of your hands there, and with all your strength, leap fully up and out of it on the deck, and this thing where it falls to the ground, completely inert.
I'm gonna hit it with my glaive for good measure.
You whip, hit it with your glaive for good measure.
All right.
It lays there just in the same condition that it was.
Does anyone know what just happened?
Anyone who wants to can make an Arcana check. You make it at disadvantage if you're not proficient.
All right.
This should be funny.
Oh!
I am proficient, but rolled a nat 1.
I am not proficient and rolled double 17s
Oh,
for 19.
okay.
I got a 14.
14? Oh. Well, what'd you get there, Bird? No. So, fair. Only Descartes realizes you've heard of these. You didn't think they were real. Because you thought this was one of those boogeyman stories for adventurers. Mm-hmm. All of you have heard of a bag of holding. This is a bag of devouring, where whatever you put into it, it devours. And if you try and reach into it to see what's in there, it devours you.
I'm gonna pull out like an extra satchel that I've got.
Yep.
And just kind of put the bag in a bag.
Yep.
And then put that bag into like a saddlebag.
Yep.
Bagception.
Yeah. And you know what I just realized? That Descartes was the only one who thought here. Descartes thought, therefore...
He is.
He
knew.
Oh, man.
It's weird. People usually put me alongside the horse.
Yeah, I thought I was about to be like, how fast can you roll up a new character, Saint?
Pretty quick.
And I guess Dean looks at that and kind of just pokes at the spyglass just to see if something happened.
Nothing. It's
Alright.
it's pristine. There's this brass spyglass. Like, you have no idea how long it's been in this chest for, but it looks like it's just been recently polished. It looks so beautiful.
Before
Check the eyepiece.
There's an eyepiece there.
See if there's grease on the inside of it.
Nope.
Oh, it's not a trick spyglass. That ain't no fun.
Can I pick up before I'll pick up the spyglass, but can I first make a quick look to see if there was something weird about it?
Look, it doesn't. Nothing about it seems weird. It's very ornate. It's very highly polished, which surprises you because nothing else on this entire ship is nice. You get the sense there's probably something magical about it if it keeps that level of being pristine. But yeah, it's a pretty sweet spyglass.
Well, I pick it up and I guess I just look out the door and just see if I and just look out of it.
Yeah. So as you start peering through it, immediately what you see looks different. You see the entire deck of the ship still, but there's also another layer to it. Instead of being completely rotten and waterlogged, you can see this very shimmering, ghost-like silhouette of what this ship looked like when it was whole. You can see just what looks like the echoes of crew members running about the ship, the sails being dropped. Glancing up, you can see somebody sitting up in the crow's nest pointing out, and you realize you're looking into the ethereal plane.
As I'm seeing that, I'm just saying it out loud what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
So that everyone can hear. And then, just out of curiosity, I just turn towards where Pales is, and see if I see something there.
So, looking at him, you see him in his youth, as he was before the mutiny. This letting you know his spirit is still tied to his physical form for whatever reason. But you're able to see all of how this ship once was prior to whatever it was that happened here that drove the captain into this lust for revenge.
Do I notice anything that might have tell us what caused the incident or the mutiny or the captain to go into the traitorous mode?
Yeah, see, nothing you see tells you that. Best what you were able to glean, whoever the captain's first mate was led some sort of mutiny against the captain, and that was what's brought him into this revenge-fueled rage, and that's all that he can think about is wanting revenge against the one who led some of his own crew against him, slaughtering them in cold blood and sinking his ship in the middle of the sea.
And just because I'm, after all, an academic,
Yeah.
and this is what I do, I take the spyglass, turn it around, and try to see through the other way.
It's all exactly the same, just really tiny. Really, really tiny. It's like it's very, very far away.
All right, worth a shot.
Yep. Just itty bitty.
Cool. Well, I convey everything that I'm seeing.
So,
There seems to be quite a bit of information there through that looking glass.
this is this is a Jamie question, not a character question.
Yeah.
What is it exactly that we were supposed to do here when we drew the short straws and got sent to the ship look for treasure?
Yeah, you had heard there's probably some sort of like awesome treasure here, so you were told to search through the ship, find some treasure. You imagine that treasure would probably be down in the ship's hold. That's where treasure is usually kept.
What does Day think he knows about ghosts?
Okay. What's your intelligence score?
Uh, 14.
Okay. And are you proficient? You're not proficient in Arcana. I guess Ghosts aren't
I
really
am
Arcana.
not.
Are you? There isn't really this thing for supernatural. Nature. We'll call it nature. Death is part of life. Just make a nature check.
Okay. Really, I'm just trying to figure out, does Day think that would Day come up with the plan that if we help the captain get revenge, the ghosts will disappear and we can take the stuff? I rolled a 5.
With a 14 intelligence, you'd be smart enough to know that trying to figure out who his first mate was, track them down, and then try and enact that vengeance would probably be a lot more work than trying to just simply kill a pirate ghost.
So we go down, and I look to Bird. We talk to the captain and see if we can get some stuff off the ship and back to our own ship and away from all these ghosts.
Oh, finally. I'm real good at talking. And he's not going to say anything else. He's not actually any good at talking.
Sound like a plan, everyone?
Yeah, I mean, I prefer words over violence, so yeah, it sounds like a plan. And if things go to down, then things go down.
Going down, honey?
Oh, honey.
There you go.
Yeah. Like the kids at school say, things might get lit.
Pales will say, well, if you go below decks, I mean, best way to get there is there's a bunch of cargo on the main deck there. Just move some of the crates aside, and you'll find a passageway leading you down. I kind of piled them up a bit because I didn't want the new first mate and his assistant getting up here because they're kind of scary. So that'll get you down there real easy.
Thanks, kid. That's real good advice. I was going to ask if there was a way I could get in there without having to walk through a hallway.
That's the one.
Oh, thank you, Pales. Really appreciate your help. And I pull out the picture of the tabaxi and just give it to him. This gets me through. This has gotten me through very hard times.
Hang in there. It's inspirational. It is.
You're killing me.
Yes, it is. And Dean starts heading out and just starts mumbling to himself, "Oh God, this reminds me of finals week."
Amazing. So I assume you guys are gonna move the crates and stuff aside on the deck and head on down.
I'm gonna ask the big Lebonski to do it.
So the skeleton will try to help as much as possible. Being a skeleton and not having any actual muscle mass, it's having a real hard time moving any of this shit.
That's
Well,
okay.
you did your best.
Yeah, that's okay. We all have our strengths and our weaknesses.
Hop on back up, bud.
He'll get back up there and just start chilling.
Yeah, get back on the saddle, buddy.
But it doesn't take you long to move everything aside. And then heading down to the lower deck, you can see that parts of the main deck of this ship were ripped away, as well as, you're guessing, cannon fire probably destroyed some of this. Oh no, we lost someone. Saint. We have Saint back. We're back. All of us are on screen again. So yes,
I'd say we have Saint's front.
well, that too. So you all heading down to this lower deck where there are these tattered, soggy hammocks lining one of the walls here. And you can see there are a few crates, a couple iron-bound chests fill up part of the space. One of them is shaking violently, almost rattling the floorboards of the ship. And you can see that there is another staircase leading further downward. And behind one of the doors here, you can hear what just sounds sort of like a scraping sound.
How dark is it down here?
You can all see well enough.
Can we have an idea where the sound came from?
The scraping sound? Yeah, there's two doors. One in front of you guys, one behind you. The scraping sound is coming from the door behind you. And it's just, it's arrhythmic. Just every now and then.
Does it sound like slicing by chance?
Hard to say.
I know what it sounds like to me, but I don't know if Mara would be aware of what that sounds like.
What does it sound like to you?
It sounds like somebody sharpening a knife.
I'm gonna reach into my right side saddlebag, the one that does not have the bag of devouring in a bag.
Yep.
I'm gonna pull out some leather hoof caps.
Yep.
To cover my horseshoes with while we try and sneak.
Sure.
Because I'm just assuming we're about to sneak.
Mara is oblivious to the concept of sneaking and also does not really have an inside voice, so
This is true.
Uh-oh.
so she's like, well, what do you think? Should we go attempt to find the captain and reason with him and or put him down and then hopefully the rest of the ship will be released? Or look into Slicer and Pointy and whoever else first so we do not have them coming up behind us?
I'd like everyone but Mara to make a perception check.
24.
24.
11.
Okay. So
Nah.
yeah, to Carrot, I kind of got that feeling as I watched you yeet that die across the living space. Well, here's the best thing: when you go to recover that later, you're gonna find it's gonna be sitting there on a natural 1.
I think it's a 6.
Okay, it's, could be worse. Could be worse. So, Dean, you're the only one who notices that as Mara got to near the end of this statement of hers, that sound stopped.
Alrighty, I think they know that we're here. So, do we wait for them or do we, pardon the pun, hoof it all the way to the other door?
We could go back up to the top deck and shoot them from above when they came out.
Before you can make that decision, a new sound is heard. Just this loud boo as a massive foot kicks the door off the hinges. It goes clattering across the ground in pieces, and then stepping through the doorway, filling the space along with you all, you see a skeleton that has a very, very almost sharp spear-like weapon. All its teeth have been filed down into jagged points. And then you also see this very large, almost ogre size, not quite going into that large size category, but damn close, zombie with a massive cleaver in its hand. And I need you all to roll initiative.
That cannot be good for cooking.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed that he also didn't appear and pointing at us.
Yeah. But it is good to see that Munda still goes where he pleases.
Yep.
Just saying, Bert would not have been in the front row this time due to his health circumstances.
We'll factor it in as we can, so we're playing a little fast and loose with those sort of things. But 25 to 20. You guys roll great on initiative. I love you. 20 to 15.
19.
18.
16.
Woo! Okay. I guess I need to stop popping off there. Just, what'd you get there, Bird?
8.
Cool. Okay.
Oh, Bert, by the way, you still have, because it's been less than an hour, you still have advantage on strength checks, and your carrying capacity is doubled. For whatever it might help.
Thank you very much.
Are the temp
That doesn't include attacks, does it?
I mean,
It's just ability checks.
Yeah, just
It-
checks, not attacks.
and our temp HP is probably gone by now?
I mean, no, if you still have it, you still have it, as far as I know.
Yeah, if you have it, you still have it.
Cool.
But with that, you see these two individuals very much ready to, hurt you. Day, you're up.
Yeah. I'm going to use my bonus action and drop my Hexblade's Curse on... let's go with Cleaver guy.
Alrighty, so you're going to drop it on Slicer.
And I'm going to try and hit him with my glaive.
Alrighty, make an attack roll.
And that is a natural 20.
Woo! Give me that.
Thank you for the Black Lives Matter dice, Bjorn.
You are very welcome.
Amazing.
That is 2 one-shots in a row that switching to them has gotten me nat 20s.
Listen, if those dice amongst all dice wreck the shit of my monsters, I couldn't be happier.
So that's 18 regular damage.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, 20. 20 slashing because of the curse.
Nice. So you watch as Day just brings this massive glaive right across the chest of Slicer, cutting in deep, and the impact would cause its head to go upward, and it rolls its shoulders back into place, looks down at you, and you see just its lips curl back, showing these rotten, broken teeth, and it playtime.
Yep.
But that is your turn. That was a very good use of a turn, and that is going to bring it to Mara.
Okay. Slicer and Pointy, I presume. And I'm going to smack Pointy with my staff,
All right, make an attack roll.
hopefully. That's 16 to hit.
Oh, that's going to hit. Give me damage.
Okay. 6 points
Six.
of damage.
Okay.
Of bludgeoning.
You hit it solidly, and you get the sense that this one is a little sturdier than some of the other skeletons. You're not doing the double damage you did before, and you can see it looks like some of its bones have actually been riveted where some of the joints are. And if you hit it,
No, thank you. And I do my unarmed strike.
go right ahead.
That is an 11 to hit.
The 11 will miss.
Yeah.
And so as you do that, you throw your fist outward, and it full just matrix backbends so much, it's like almost like Voldo from the Soul Calibur games. It bends back so far, the top of its skull almost scraping the floor, and then it right back into place. You're not sure how it's laughing without vocal cords, but it is.
I do not care for this one.
That takes up your turn there, Mara. Dean, you are up.
Alright, so Dean goes, "Oh, you love to laugh, buddy. You need to bring that joy into your life or afterlife even more. Please be joyful." And that's casting Tasha's Hideous Laughter on that.
What's the save on that?
Amazing.
14 wisdom.
That's cocked. That is even my negative. That is a 16 there.
Yo.
So you watch as Pointy just continues. Its hyenas laughter continues, but it shakes off your spell.
All right.
Jordan, I just gave you the exact same look at the exact same time.
You did. I don't know what that's all about.
So I go.
You don't know what that's about?
Really?
No.
You tried to make hyena an adjective, and it.
No, I know it was the pronunciation of the word heinous. Hyanus. Should I say what? Would lowiness have been better?
Oh my god.
No, I mean, again, you will find that in the poop deck. All right. So on that, Dean goes, well, you can't win them all. Give Mara a thumbs up to give her bardic inspiration.
Alrighty. Take care.
And I will just, Dean, well, just very slightly knowing, well, I know my strengths and my weaknesses, and I make sure to take a couple of steps so that I'm right behind the cart. So that I'm not putting the part before the cart.
Well, seeing that Day is a centaur, it is literally impossible to put Descartes before the horse.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Oh my god.
I'm just realizing the number of theater degrees, certificates, and like experience that has combined to make this show.
Yeah. There's a lot. I paid
the equivalent of Alan Tudyg's. I went to Juilliard.
Yeah.
I paid money for a degree in this, and here we are. I'm dressed like this, making dumbass puns, and I love it.
I got a scholarship. They paid me to be this dumb.
Yeah, I wasn't smart enough to get a scholarship. You look at my grades, and you're like, wow, you just... If you hadn't had a pulse, you wouldn't have made it in, would you? I'm like, no, just skin of my damn teeth. But hey...
I mean, you still could have gone to Wazoo.
Hey-o.
That's true. C's make degrees, baby.
Anyway.
My degree wasn't in theater. I actually had a job and benefits before going to theater, and now I willingly chose to leave computer science to go into theater.
Moving on up.
Yep, exactly.
With that, it is Pointy's turn. And Mara, since you decided to get all up in Pointy's kitchen, Pointy is going to try and stab you twice with its... Looking at this spear of sorts that it's stabbing, it looks like it was the spine of some sort of creature. That will be first a 22 to hit.
Oh shit. Yep.
And an 18 to hit.
Those both hit.
Alrighty. So you will take a total of 10 points of piercing damage from these two stabs. And as it stabs you the second time, you look, and this is a person's spine that's been fashioned into a weapon. That is the end of Pointy's turn. Bird, you are up.
Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to use Insightful Fighting on there's a big zombie fellow. Was it Slasher?
Yeah, that is Slicer.
Slicer, that's what it was.
Yep.
So I'm going to use just a 15 insight check, beat his deception.
His deception. Okay. Yes, you beat his -1 deception.
Excellent.
I mean, you can see right through him.
You actually can. There are a couple holes that go all the way through on this big bastard.
Then the question is, does a 17 hit?
Oh yes. Oh god. Oh, that's his armor class? Oh my god. Yes. Yes, it does.
Well, roll minimum on sneak attack, but still for 13 damage, we will hit him.
So,
and then,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, yeah. You fire the hand crossbow into it, and it tears out a good sized chunk of flesh. And At the end of your turn, that is going to make it Slicer's turn. Slicer, yeah, they're. You know what though? Descartes hit him a lot harder. So we're going to swing at Descartes. That is a 23 to hit.
It sure does.
So, and you watch, it just brings this massive cleaver swinging it down at Descartes for, that is going to be 18 points of slashing damage as it brings this cleaver right across your chest.
Yeah. I'm going to use my reaction to Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
Because that... Ow.
That's a dex save, right?
That is correct.
Okay. It's a 2.
Okay, that's definitely lower than 14.
Very much.
Let's go. Big money, no whammies. Whammy. Fuck a duck. Finally. That's 11 points of fire damage.
Alrighty. And you watch as just this massive, just thing is immolated in these flames and slowly pats a lot of the flames out. Damage was definitely done. I don't like you, says, staring right down at Day.
Feelings mutual.
And it's your turn.
Smackety smack.
Alrighty. Make an attack roll.
And that is a 19, which is
a crit
also
with
a
Hexblade's
crit
curse.
Yes!
Give some damage.
So that is gonna be some math. What is math?
Absolutely nothing.
Say it again.
Good.
Good God.
Let's see. That is 19 points
Nice.
of slashing damage.
So you clearly not enjoying getting this cleaver in the side of your body. Return the favor, very much so, causing a very significant wound in this huge zombie, very much still standing, but unquestionably wounded. Mara, that brings
that's
it to
my
you.
turn.
Okay. Sorry, did you just say, who is more damaged, Slicer or Pointy?
Hard to say. Like, they both look
Me.
they both look damaged, very quality wise. It took less damage for Pointy to get where he is at, so you would get the sense that Pointy would need less to be taken off the field, if that's the question you're asking me.
I'm gonna stick with Pointy.
Okay.
Pop.
Make some attack rolls.
That's no.
What'd you roll?
A 9.
Yeah, okay, you're right.
By the way, you have bardic inspiration.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can roll that d6.
Thank you. I forgot. And that brings it up to 14.
14, that'll hit.
Huzzah! Alright. So that from the quarterstaff.
Okay. Give me some damage.
Oh, for fuck's sake. That is 4 points.
4 points damage. Not quite enough. You hit Pointy right upside the skull, and you feel like it should remove it from its shoulders. You can see one of the metal plates that's got it held on kind of bends a bit, and its skull is now kind of a kilter right now. Basically, the way that the bunny from AEW looks at everybody, it's kind of got that cock to the head.
It's, alright, unarmed strike.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Cocked.
At least he stopped laughing.
You just had to say it.
That's another miss. So I rolled a 7.
Yeah, that will definitely not hit as Pointy just continues to cackle away.
I truly do not
I
like
don't
this
like
one.
it.
Yeah, that brings it to Dean's turn.
Alrighty. So, All right. Just deciding which order to do this. All right. All right. So I turn to Slasher, who's right in front of us.
Yep.
So I go, hey, first of all, congratulations on your promotion. That must be really exciting for you. But do you really think this is the best way to solve problems or greet guests in your ship? And that's my version of vicious mockery.
Okay. Let's see. What's the save on that?
14.
It's a wisdom, right?
Wisdom, yes.
Jeez. Hey, that's a natural 17. That will save.
All right. In that case, I'll go. Well, I'll use unsettling words that I use one of my bardic inspiration points or bardic inspiration, and one creature, so Slasher,
Okay.
will have on his next saving throw, he'll have he'll subtract 3.
Okay, that's not insignificant. Okay, so that's going to bring it to Pointy's turn. Pointy, he's going to try and stab you 2 more times, Mara.
Crits.
I don't think that first one hits. That's a 14.
No.
All right, second one is that's even less.
Yay.
As you I can say this, the way its head is now sort of tilted, it's now stabbing at this slight tilt. You don't even have to dodge either one of them. They're just both kind of outside of you. It actually stops laughing long enough to takes its head and bends its head back into place, and then gets on a ready stance. But that's its turn. Bird, you are up.
Okay. We are going to go ahead and shoot the big fat zombie man.
Alrighty, make an attack roll. It'll be sneak attack if you hit.
Oh, I'm guessing 22 hits.
Yeah, it sure does. It's got an armor class of 8.
Wish we had 2 E-rolls and get all those crits for being over 10 over. Okay, I'm going to hit it for 14 damage.
14 points of damage as this crossbow bolt, it just goes in and actually gouges out one of the eyes and pulls the bolt out, licks it clean before throwing the bolt to the ground.
No.
Yes.
Lovely. Well, that's all I can do.
I just yell, is that your best shish kebab?
That's going to make it Slicer's turn, and it's not that smart, and you're the only one really up in its guff there, Day. So Let's see what happens to you here. I rolled really bad, but it's got a big bonus. Does a 17 hit?
Yeah, it sure does.
Okay.
Oh, no.
It is now that I regret having a glaive instead of a one-handed weapon and a shield.
Yep. That'll be 10 points of slashing damage as it swings.
Yeah, I'm unconscious.
And you watch as the centaur, I got to roll a dexterity saving throw for the skeleton on its back.
No!
And you watch as the Bone Lebowski just totally, fully rolls and is sitting in like a Zen pose, the net still over it with a amazing save. He's fine.
My dude.
Day, I need you to make a death saving throw.
Already?
Yeah, it's your turn after Slicer.
Oh, right. Balls. Oh, well, it's a success with an 11.
Alrighty, so mark that one success. Mara, you are up.
I immediately attempt to avenge, what's his name?
That's a good start.
I can tell you were close. If he dies, you're going to be the one delivering his eulogy, huh? I knew, what's his name? We worked together, maybe? I don't know.
Mathematician of some sort? I don't know. There were a lot of puns. Alright.
He seemed like a very stable individual.
Oh my god. Terrible.
Nope.
Alright, so that is a 16 to hit.
And this attack's on the one up in your face here, Pointy?
No, the one that just fucked up Descartes.
So you're going to run away from Slicer to go attack Pointy?
No, I surely am not.
Okay.
Now that you mention it, good point.
Right, so, that'll hit Pointy. Give me some damage.
Oh, finally. 8 points.
8 points. So you watch as Mara, seeing Descartes fall to the ground, but not wanting to get shish kebabbed anymore by Pointy, spins her quarterstaff around and bang! Knocks the skull clear off of this thing, and it actually goes out one of the portholes. You can hear it boom, into the water far below. Pointy is no more. You can definitely close on Slicer and make your unarmed strike. Don't forget, you still have those key points if you want to use them at some point.
Yep. I was just going to say, and I'm going to use a key point for Flurry of Blows.
Flurry of Blows. Let's do it. Make some attack rolls.
Okay, that is a... does a 14 hit?
An 8 would hit.
Oh, okay. So then, in that case, I hit him twice.
Alrighty, roll the damage separately, please.
Okay.
Dine and slash.
The first one is 6 points.
6 points. Still standing, but barely. Going to give me damage for the second one.
Big money, and whammies. 6 again.
Alrighty. Now I get to see if it gets to use its Undead Fortitude. Constitution saving throw. So you watch as Mara, bam, completely rocks this massive zombie with one. And then with this spinning elbow, you hear just this sickening crunch of part of the skull. And you watch his body start to slump down. And then it stops and stands back upright.
Oh, by the way, did you subtract 3 from that saving throw?
How much damage did you do?
6 and 6.
6. So total would have been 11. Okay, even with the 3, it stays standing. Just barely. But yes, it still stays standing thanks to its con bonus. So it is still standing. Dean, you are up. This massive zombie is just barely staying upright. Everything it does is just continually wobbling.
Alright, Dean goes. See? That's what I'm talking about. That's not a very good use of your time or talents as a chef or as a first mate. So first, I go use my bonus action to cast a second level healing word on the card.
Alrighty.
Which will heal him for... Oops. That keeps bouncing off my desk. For 10 points of healing.
Yeah.
And well, it takes me a lot to get to this point, and hitting one of my friends, also a horse, centaur, sorry. It's one of them. So I go, this requires for hands-on therapy. So I take out my rapier and try to stab him.
Alrighty, make an attack roll.
See how you like this. 10.
That'll hit. Give me damage.
8. 4.
4 damage? Alrighty, so DC on this is 9. So you stab into it very deep. As you pull your rapier out, it looks like it's about to hit the ground. It rises back up, staring you all down. Bird, you are up.
And I go, I have my fortitude.
Just wanted to check. I saw Dak get healed, right? He's okay now?
He's conscious, yes.
Okay. So I don't have to fly over and use my medical check on him. Okay, in that case, we are shooting that stupid zombie right in its face.
Make an attack roll.
Actually, can I charge and change my weapon in the same action?
I'm for it. What do you want to use?
I'm going to change I'm going to drop my crossbow and charge it and say, "You stupid zombie!" and try to attack it with a rapier.
Love it. Make an attack roll.
You said better than 8, right?
Yep.
All right, 9 beats it.
9, yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah.
And you would get sneak attack because Mara is threatening it.
All right, we're going to do...
but Mara DR, so you do get your sneak attack here.
I also had insightful fighting on him, so for a full minute I get sneak attacks on him for free.
Love it.
he gets 16 damage.
Alrighty, that's... Alright, so... Oh, it's going to be a big roll. That's cocked. So you watch as Bird, being absolutely done with this, full speed fly, rapier out, right through the eye, and you think you feel a chunk of the head come with, and then as you look back, you see the body of this massive zombie hitting the ground, and you look and you have the entire head impaled on your rapier before you swing your blade and it kind of tumbles off over to the corner. But
can I roll to have the head specifically fly towards Mara?
Sure, why not? It rolls and it's now at your feet, Mara. It's not doing anything. It's just there.
No reason. She just seemed like she didn't want it there.
Question. I know I was knocked unconscious.
Yep.
Does that mean my Hexblade's curse was no longer on him?
Probably.
Oh, alright.
Well,
Because, it's not a concentration spell, so I don't know if it would end when I'm unconscious.
Actually, not a concentration spell. I don't think it would end. So, no, it does not
cool.
end.
I get another 7 hit points back for
There you
him
go.
dying.
And if it does end, I'm 7 hit points. What do I care? I'm going to close this window. Voices. There we go. Much better. I guess those voices kind of add to a ghost ship vibe. So, yeah, here you are. Everything has very well died down, much quieter. You can now see into the kitchen from where these two came out of. In there, you can see various butcher instruments scattered about this blood-soaked table in the middle of the room. You can see that on some of the hooks in here, what look to be fairly fresh cuts of meat. And you can see there's a door exiting out as well as a ladder going to a trap door above. You assume that goes to the room up above where you were told by your buddy that there are probably some skeletons lurking.
Can I use the spyglass to see if I notice anything that might tell us, I don't know, again, what happened or if there was anything that might be useful?
It doesn't really give you anything useful or anything
Okay.
like what happened. It's more kind of giving you a look into what this ship was like when it was vibrant and alive, as it hasn't fully become a ghost ship on the ethereal plane. Part of it's still tethered here to the prime material plane. But yeah, it looks mostly like it's a fairly jovial pirate ship. Like it's half a song away from being Pirates of Penzance, really. So it was a good time before everything, went shitty.
And just out of curiosity, can I just look at the bodies of Slasher and Piercer?
Yeah.
Or Pointy? See.
Yeah. So Slicer and Pointy, looking at them, like Slicer, he was just your very stereotypical, like very burly, jovial cook. Had this just big ass handlebar mustache and just grinning ear to ear at all times. And Pointy was just kind of always trying to get his hand in with the cooking. Always wanted to just tinker with the recipe a bit. But as you watch them for a bit, you realize that they really made a cute couple. They were a thing, and it was adorable.
Even my
I smile.
Even my shipping heart can't do it.
Not you don't want the ship on a ship?
I shouldn't have to leave my own house, but I really feel like that's what it's coming to.
Here on the Scallywagon, I ship it.
I would like to take Pointy's bone spear
Yeah.
and give it to the big Lebowski.
Okay. He gives you a thumbs up and just nods, and he's.
Should we let him out of his? Should we let Bones here out of the net, or are you good? Are you comfortable?
Gives you a thumbs up.
I just realized I asked 2 questions, and I do not know which one that was indicating an answer to. Would you like out of the net, sir?
Shrugs.
All right. How's...
I mean, it is a good fashion statement. It's a look.
Fishnets are in.
And this has caught fish.
Yeah.
And Aarakocra, Tabaxi.
Yep.
Quite a few things.
Mm-hmm. Very effective net.
Net positive.
We've destroyed Jamie today.
I am losing the will to live, yes. How's everybody... I don't know why I'm asking because I can't heal anyone, but how's everybody looking?
I'm a little over half good.
Yeah, I'm just about the same spot. I'm like 52%.
And Dean goes, "Oh, I feel wonderful. Nothing
He
has.
does.
Nothing. Dean just goes, yep. This has been a wonderful adventure. Nothing has touched me."
Right. Then perhaps you should take the lead.
Yep. I mean, I can do that.
I would like all of you to make just a general intelligence check. Roll a
General
d20,
intelligence check?
add your intelligence mod. General intelligence.
12.
Nope. 15's the DC here.
20, not that.
There you go.
I got a nat 20 for 20.
Excellent. So Dean and Mara, you two this clicks with. Wait a minute. Some of us are pretty hurt. We're aboard a ship. We're getting into some of the lower areas of it. Every good ship has a ship's doctor. There might be a medical cabin around here somewhere.
Alright. Looking around, can I get a sense of if I know where it might be, or?
You're not sure. Yeah, you're on one of the lower decks. You know that it would probably be, you would not be the lowest deck, the hold. It would be somewhere above that. Meanwhile, this one chest is still banging it, 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 rattling about, banging it, 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 banging it.
Before I go to the chest, I turn to the Big Lebowski. Hey, do you know if there's a doctor in this ship?
Thumbs up.
Do you know where they might be?
Nods, and he points kind of down at an angle.
All right. Thank you, friend.
Thumbs
I
up.
appreciate you. Give him a thumbs back. A thumbs up back. So, Bonnie here says that there might be a doctor down that way.
I would like to go to that way.
There's still the chest banging it, 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 banging it.
We were ignoring your mimic.
Banging it, banging it, banging it, banging it, banging it, banging it.
No, thank you.
So we just head down to where the doctor's direction is, yeah?
Cool.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Cool. Wasn't a mimic, but okay. So you head on down to the next level of this ship, and you can see the access way where you're at that would go down into the hold, knowing from what you've been told that is very likely where Captain Scurvyhook resides. But looking about, you see 3 doors in this small corridor. listening about, you don't hear really any sounds except for the chest up above you. Banging it, 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 banging it. It's a little muffled at this point. Banging it, banging it, banging it, banging it, banging it, banging it.
It tells
He's enjoying
you
that far too much.
I couldn't enjoy it more than I am. It's fantastic.
And you just start also hearing Dean like getting the earworm and just going humming.
It's you're like it's catchy.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like triplets?
So
some of us can handle things that aren't simple 4/4 timing.
So Dean turns to Big Lebowski again.
Huh?
Hey, do you know which door is the doctor?
Nods, points at one of the doors.
So I guess I go to the door and I want to say that I knock.
You give it a little.
Actually, do the knock like.
So you guys watch as Dean just goes up there, both knuckles, banging it, banging it, banging it, banging it, banging it, banging it. There's no answer.
Very good.
Oh, pull the door open.
Perfect. So looking in, you can see some hooks and shelves on one of the walls of this cabin that hold a bunch of surgical instruments. You see some frayed bandages, small bottles of what you think might be alcohol of some sort. The far wall, there's a cabinet where you see the doors, they're open, and there are just rows of jars containing body parts and various medical oddities suspended in liquid. The floor itself is covered in broken glass and writhing leeches.
Lovely.
Anybody who wants
Thanks,
to
dude.
could make either a perception or investigation check for this room.
Well, seeing as Bird and I are great detectives, I'm going to investigate.
Love it.
And I'm going to perceive
Okay,
with a 21.
21. Cool.
I ain't found shit.
Yeah.
14.
Okay.
A natural 24.
Wow.
All right. Mara is finding herself actually finally starting to get into the rhythm of that chest up there, banging it, 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 banging it. And she feels like you can kind of dance to it. You other three almost simultaneously find hidden behind some of these bottles containing various body parts. You find two small bottles containing a very familiar red liquid. You have found two regular potions of healing, so it'd be 2d4 plus 2 if you decide to take it. In my games, I do allow a healing potion to yourself as a bonus action because it just speeds up combat.
I think I'd like to hang on to that one.
I was thinking you'd hang on to both.
Don't you need one?
I mean, yeah, but like half of me is all of you, so
You're not wrong, friend. You're not wrong. I'll hold on to both then.
To feed it to someone else, that is a full action. So
Well,
bonus action self, action someone else.
what if I'm especially experienced at feeding things to death?
Then it's an action for someone else.
There you go.
You just do it without causing any mess.
There you go.
I always like to picture that they've somehow used a key into the back half, and then you can shotgun it really quickly. I don't know how that works in a glass vial, but
Yeah, I was just thinking, I'm like, that's a horrible idea.
I've actually got this right here, and he holds up just like a little like metal rod with a cylinder on the bottom of it, and so you can punch out just a little hole here, using this. And if you wedge this into the cork, if you really do it just right, you can pop the cork as you knock a hole in the bottom of it.
It's a tool for a very specific purpose. You definitely overpaid for it.
Paid.
So yeah, but you now have those, and you
Okay.
are on this level of the ship with the Big Lebowski, knowing that Captain Scurvyhook lurks below.
You know,
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think for safety reasons, I'm just gonna go ahead and take one of those healing potions now, since I'm like pretty low. So you said it was 2d4 plus what?
2d4 plus 2.
Okay, thank you.
While he drinks that, I did want to thank Big Lebowski for his help, or their help, and goes, hey, friend, let me show you a trick that I find amusing. Sorry, do you want to see a trick?
Double thumbs
And
up.
take one of the faith bandages that you pointed out, tie it into a knot, and say, well, sorry, I'm afraid not.
Give this guidance counselor inspiration.
Oh, I am. Give yourself inspiration, because that was amazing. Big Lebowski he's kind of peering over all your weapons to see, trying to ascertain if any of you could or would fight with a spear. And his gaze settles back on you, Mara.
I was gonna say.
And he holds the bone spear up, and he's holding it aggressively in your direction. He's pointing at you, and he's pointing at it, and he's pointing at you, and he keeps trying to hand it to you.
Would you like for me to take this?
Nods, gives you a thumbs up.
To be clear, this is like a human spine.
This is what it looks like it's made out of.
Okay, Mara's not squeamish. Jamie's swift right the hell out.
Sure. I mean, there's more attached to it. 'Cause it is a full spear, but the entire spearhead portion is made of a sharpened human spine. And the actual shaft goes into the central spinal column piece a bit.
Shaft. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get over this description.
Oh, this here spear is one bad mother.
Shut your mouth!
So, man.
Talking about the shaft.
Terrible.
Alright, you said that, so now Dean can't resist. He takes his spyglass and looks at the spear.
Thankfully, you don't see who it belonged to. You just see the spearhead itself.
Well, I have to try.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm not narrating that shit. I appreciate what you're doing. I'm like, no, that's going to get real dark.
So I take it. I take the spear. Does it seem as though it might be more effective than my bow staff?
It sure does. It seems like you would have a spear that is one more effective than a lot of things. As this here is currently a +1 spear. So, and a spear is just a quarterstaff, but it's piercing damage. So, the damage you do would be the same. So just do +1 attack, +1 damage if you want to use it. And know the damage is piercing, not bludgeoning.
Okay. I have not worked off of a piece of paper in so long. Like, what is happening right now? Okay. Alright, well. Shall we forth? Oh, actually, first I bow. I bow to the, I bow to, Mr. Lebowski. Mr. Lebowski.
And he, kind of nods to you, just suggests that he abides.
So, I bow. I put my bow staff back on my back.
Okay.
And say, "Well, gentlemen, shall we forth?" Actually, then I stop and say, "I do not know that you are gentlemen. Persons, shall we forth? Beings."
We could fifth, and I pull up a flask.
My body is a temple that I feel that I must keep pure.
gross.
What's in the flask?
What's in the flask?
Nice.
Rum.
It's like pirate shit, man.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
And then I toss it to Bird.
Thanks, friend.
Here's the word.
The bird.
I've resisted doing that this whole time. All right.
I was wondering if I would get it from Bjorn.
It is, you know, I've had so many other annoying ass puns to do that I just couldn't get around to that one.
I was gonna go try to do the whole like Dog the Bounty Hunter theme song, but like themed around birds. But it's really lame, so
Yeah.
I didn't.
I'm glad you didn't. I might have given you disadvantage for that shit.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate that you didn't.
So you all head downward into the murky hold of this ship. And you can see that there's an inch of water that has completely flooded this ship's hold, which is interesting as the ship itself floated just above the water itself. You get the sense that this is just permanently here as part of whatever curse binds it. And sitting atop a treasure chest amongst all these other chest containers and loose gold pieces, you see this zombified figure with a tri-corner hat on their head, a menacing serrated sword hanging from their waist. You see two other figures flanking either shoulder of it, and on this massive, somewhat skeletal, somewhat gaunt form, I see ye be brave enough to enter the hold of Captain Big Beard Pegleg Patch-Eye Scurvyhook. And his beard is quite big. And he
I'm
wearing
sorry.
a
You
backpack.
want to say that one more time?
I be Captain Big Beard Pegleg Patch-Eye Scurvyhook.
One more time.
I be Captain Big Beard Pegleg Patch-Eye Scurvyhook.
Look over a Bird. Just one last time. I want to make sure I get the order.
Was it Big Scurvy Beard Hook?
Captain points at his hat. Points at his beard. Big Beard. Points downwards with his leg. Peg leg. See, there's only one eye. Patch eye. And then he holds up his left arm where there is a hook. Scurvyhook.
You just see how that the order is tough for me to get because it's not like I can't just like look you up and down and get it. I have to kind of bounce around. I'm sorry.
Avast! Roll for initiative. Okay, and
I'm sorry, everyone. I couldn't not.
don't be sorry. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, I think Mara's about to get real reckless because Jamie just wants out.
25 to 20. 20 to 15.
19.
Oh,
Oh. The Dean. So often going near the top. You said, Mara, you were there with an 18?
yes, and then Saint also was a.
Would you either
I'm
say?
15 even.
Oh, okay. 15 to 10.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I guess we'll get you. We'll get to you. I'm just curious. What'd you get there, big boy?
A strong 9.
Okay. You know, somebody's got to bring up the rear.
And I do bring it up.
Hey.
Yeah, and bringing it up with a strong 9 is especially, I think.
Going last is like getting to go first on the second turn.
Except not.
If it was a snake style draft, maybe.
Exactly. But all that said, Dean, you are up as you are facing down these two skeletal warriors flanking either side of Captain Scurvyhook himself. What do you want to do?
Alright, so I get since by looking at them like how wise they might be?
The ones flanking either side of him, you don't think they're that wise. They seem pretty dumb. As far as the captain, hard to tell.
All right. Well, let's take a stab at this. Not literally yet. So first, I'm going to use I guess the inspiration that I just got to do unsettling words on the captain.
Alrighty, what's the save on that?
No, he. That means that.
Oh, it's the negative on a save.
Yeah, it's the negative on save. Yes. Ooh, that's a 6. So -6 on his next saving throw.
Wow, that's not insignificant. Okay.
So I am going to cast Dissonant Whispers on the good captain.
Alrighty, what's the save on that?
14.
14. You said wisdom?
Yes.
That is a 22 to save. Before the negative, so that'd bring it to 16.
So, well, he doesn't run away, but he still will take not that good. 3, 4, 5, 6. Have 3 points of I'm sorry, a force damage and look psychic damage.
Psychic damage. As you do this and you watch the captain just shake it off, you quickly come to the terrifying realization that your psychic damage does not do as much to him as you feel like it should have, as he is clearly resistant to psychic damage.
So I by the way, I cast all of this by saying, all right, so I know that I tell everyone that your name is chosen name is the name that you should go by, but you should really listen to the card here. If you had just chosen patch eye, arm, patch eye, beard, arm, leg, it would really, really help people. And it would make you very much more memorable. And as I'm saying that, I just trail off, and as we're saying, realizing that none of this really worked that well.
Amazing. Mara, you are up.
All right. How far? Let's just assume I can get to him on my.
Yeah, you can assume. It's theater of the mind. We're playing fast and loose with distances here.
Okay. Shoot, I have something I want to use, but I'm confused by it.
No, it's banging, banging. Somewhere in the
And we've got the name for the one shot.
You can still hear it.
Bangada. Yeah.
Yeah, but how do you type bangity?
Oh, I just called it the terror of Captain Scurvyhook.
All right. Sorry, I've taken too much psychic damage from the puns. I can't.
That's fair.
I can't. All right. Pop.
Okay, do some dope monk shit on the skeletons, on the captain, on who?
Captain.
Alrighty, bring it.
Okay. So that is a 16 to hit with the spear.
That'll hit. Give me damage.
Balls. 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage as you stab this spinal spear into him, very clearly finding purchase within his undead form. Anything for your bonus action?
I am going for my bonus action. Bare hand strike. I can't think of a cool way.
Cool. Alright, make an attack roll. You doing the one, or you flurry of blows?
Well, I'm trying to. I have to look this up during my next turn.
Okay.
Okay. Oh. All right. Just the one. That's 16 plus to hit.
That'll hit. Give me damage.
6 point bludgeoning.
6 more points of bludgeoning as you throw a punch right into the solar plexus of Captain Scurvyhook, making him unable to speak as much as he would like to. Very good use of a turn. Bird, you are up.
All right. First up, we are going to make a insight check against him.
Okay.
Does an 18 beat his deception?
Let's see here. His deception. Yes, it does. I rolled like absolute turds. So
That works for me. And then we are going to shoot him in his little zombie Captain Fate, or sorry, his beard, if we can.
Good.
And does a non-natural 20 hit?
It sure does. Give me damage.
We are going to do a total of 16 damage.
16 damage with your hand crossbow as it finds purchase, going all the way through the beard right into his body, definitely causing some.
And I would like to call out to him, just like, I don't know if you need a deception check for this. Hey, look, it's your first mate. It's behind you.
Make a deception check.
17?
Uh-oh. That's not good for you. That's a 23 insight.
Damn.
He is now enraged with you. It's Captain Scurvyhook's turn. So the first thing he does is heal, as you watch some of his wounds just begin to close. And, Mara, you can go ahead and make a opportunity attack, as he is going to charge Bird.
16 to hit?
That'll hit. Give me damage.
Okay. I mean, can I do the opportunity attack? It's okay if it's with the pike.
Yeah. You can do it with spears.
That's better. 8 points.
Nice. So, swinging away on Bird. First one. Let's see here. 18 to hit.
It hits.
Alrighty, so for the first hit, you're going to take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Second one, I don't think a 13 hits, does it?
No.
But he's enraged, so he gets an extra attack on you. That's going to be a 21 to hit.
That also hits.
Awesome. So go ahead and take an additional 13 points of bludgeoning damage as he brings his fist up into your body.
I had 6 health.
And you watch as Bird falls to the ground unconscious. And that is the end of Captain Scurvyhook's turn. Let's see here, the skeletons. One's going to fire an arrow at Day. One's going to fire one at Mara. Against Day, that's a natural 1. And that's a natural 3 against Mara. So they're just kind of staring, kind of impressed at what the captain just did here to absolutely wreck the shit of this Aarakocra. And then, just fire these arrows in random ass directions. Descartes, you are up.
You're gonna regret hitting my bird. And I'm going to cast Bane on all of them.
Ooh! It's a charisma save.
That sure is.
I'm going to do the skeletons first. Even funnier. All right. What's your DC?
14.
14. The captain gets a 19.
Ah.
So the skeletons are baned, the captain is not. Anything for your bonus action?
Nah.
Alrighty. Mara, you are up.
Oh, that's fast.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, Dean, you're up. I skipped you.
Yeah. So just remind me real quick what the Bane does.
Bane reduces the attack rolls and saving throws of creatures. So the skeletons, you can see that there's just this like dark miasma over them that is just kind of like going into their eye sockets, making it incredibly difficult for them to see anything.
All right. Cool. In that case, I'm going to do something stupid.
Yes,
so that
please.
may be fun.
I love that.
All right. So I will cast prestidigitation.
Okay.
And I'm going to I'm going to have a sound come that sounds like the voice of the captain.
Okay.
Saying, I am Captain Big Beard Peg Leg. I mean the entire name, and I can take these rascals on my own. You two go up to the deck and stand guard there.
That's a lot, but it's awesome, and I'll allow the attempt at it. Make a deception check with disadvantage.
All right. The deception.
Yeah.
That was the. Oh, actually, let me see something.
Can I borrow a D4, Jamie?
Features.
Thank you.
Do you want one for your Bane rolls?
That's what I used it for.
I know. Do you want one to keep over there?
No.
Oh, so my lowest roll was a 7, but because I have a silver tongue because I'm an eloquence bard, I can treat that as a 10. So that with deception, that's a 16.
So you watch as the skeletons kind of moving their heads when they're pondering something. They look over at each other. They look at the captain. They look back at each other. They shrug, and they're going to use their movement to just double dash up and out of here as they completely... Yeah, that's why I don't need it for the Bane, because that worked as I rolled garbage for the skeletons. And yeah, I have no idea if that's technically a way that presentation is supposed to work, but I don't care because that's friggin' awesome. That's great. I'm going to call that your action, but holy crap.
And bonus action, I'm just going to give her the card Bardic Inspiration.
Love it.
I'd say, got it, bud.
Mara, you're up.
Okay. So I remember that you said that the psychic damage didn't seem to do much to do your hair.
Nope.
What about the bludgeoning attacks?
Seemed like it did normal damage.
Okay. Because I forgot that I could do this.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, I'm right up at his guff, aren't I? Shoot. I have a ranged spell attack, but it would be disadvantage.
You're not right up in his guff. Because remember, he went out of your
right,
melee
right,
to
sweet.
go obliterate Bird.
Okay.
Who's currently, bleeding out on the floor.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm afraid there's not much I can do about that.
And it's the one who has the healing potion.
Yep.
Exactly.
So I am going to use my ability that I forgot that I had, and fling a radiant sunbolt at what's his nuts.
Are you a Sun Soul monk?
Uh-huh.
I believe you can throw 2 of those if you use it as part of your flurry of blows. Also,
Yes.
because it's your bonus action to throw that.
Yes, but I want to throw it first.
Love it. Make an attack roll.
That misses, unless a fucking 9 hits him.
A fucking 9 does not hit.
Mm-hmm.
What about a regular 9?
Also, no.
Okay, so we say meh. Okay, well I missed with that. Can I still go for charge and attack him with the spear?
Absolutely.
That'll hit. It's
Okay.
15 plus.
Give me damage.
8 points piercing damage.
8 points of piercing damage.
Flurry of blows.
You already used your bonus action.
You're right. I sure did. Never mind.
Alrighty. That makes it Bird's turn. Please give me a death saving throw.
Happily. Da-da-da-da. 15. That's success.
Alright, 1 success. You're not dead yet. Makes Captain Scurvyhook's turn. First thing he's going to do is he's going to heal. And now he's going to take some swings on you, Mara. You watch. He was lifting the heel of his boot, getting it ready to bring it down on Bird's unconscious form. And boom, as you hit him, he then turns to you, Mara. And he's going to make 2 attack rolls. First one is a... Where's his bonus? There it is. A 26 to hit.
Oh, shit.
The second is a 14 to hit.
That one does not hit.
All right, so first one, you will take 13 points of bludgeoning damage as he brings a fist right up into your ribs. I don't know if this be any of your business, Bird. And that is the end of Captain Scurvyhook's turn. Descartes, you are up.
So I don't usually play fast and loose with distance.
Yep.
If I were to say back up 10 feet, like, away from the captain, would that put me 30 feet away from him?
I mean, you could probably scurry up the ladder to this place. Like, if you're trying to get 30 feet away, you can get to a spot where you are that far away.
Okay. Because I'd like to, like, if I can manage it within using only 10 feet of my movement, I'd like to get 30 feet away from the captain so I can then charge at him.
Make an athletics check.
Okay, cool. That's a athletics. That's plus nothing, so a 16.
15 was the DC. Yeah, I'll allow it where you're able to just sort of run up the wall somewhat and use gravity to give you part of what you want to do here. Because do I think you would have had the room on an actual map? No. Is this cool? Yes. So we're going to allow it.
And this, by the way, you have Bardic.
A bardic inspiration for this,
Yeah.
which is great. Because I'm going to come through and I'm going to glaive with booming blade.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
And so that, what's the bardic inspiration die?
D6.
6.
That is a 21 to hit.
Very much hits.
All right. And that is a D10 that I need to roll, not a D8.
Yep.
That's 9 points of damage, and then with my bonus action, I get to hit him with my hooves.
You do.
I like how that behooves you.
So that's a math 18 to hit,
That'll hit. Give me damage.
and that's another 4 points of damage.
Love it.
And he is booming bladed.
Love it. So you can see the energy enwrapped over Captain Scurvyhook's body as your glaive carves into and your hooves boosh right into his
And as
big
I'm-
old beard.
As I'm running in, I say, her name's not Bird.
And I assume you're staying in melee.
Absolutely.
Okay. That's going to make it Mara's turn. What you got?
It doesn't.
Oh, no, it's your turn, Dean.
Yeah, you keep trying to skip people.
I do. My handwriting's messy, and Dean and Day look real similar.
All right, so Dean will having still a little bit surprised that actually the shit that he pulled actually worked.
You impressed even yourself there. We're like, oh, holy
Yeah.
hell, that's all right.
So
I mean,
I'll
you did take College of Motivational Speaker, to be fair.
Yeah.
To be fair.
So I'll Dean will run back towards where Bird is. By the way, Dean will actually kind of pat himself in the back while he's running, just going, yeah, good job. And I'll run towards where Bird is, and I don't know, can my bonus action be looking, or I don't know if you want this to be free object. Can I look for the potion of healing on his underbody?
I would say you would know where on his body he would have it. Like, if he's carrying the one potion of healing you all have, I would consider it plausible that since you guys are all members of the same crew of a ship, that he'd be like, hey, on my belt, this pocket, if anything happens, that's where you can get it. So if you wanted to make your bonus action and action to be to grab it and pour it in his mouth, I will totally allow that. It's going to cost your full turn, but I'll allow it.
Yeah, I'll do exactly that.
Perfect. So, yeah, that's going to be 2d4 plus 2. Dean, you can either roll it for Bird, or Bird, you can roll it for yourself.
You've had better luck, my friend. You rolled.
All right. Ooh, that's 7 to roll, so 9 total, I guess.
9. Perfect.
Nice.
So,
Thank you very much.
So, Bird, you are conscious, and you have 9 hit points. That's going to bring it to Mara's turn.
Okay. Pop, pop, pop.
Make some attack rolls.
Alright. Stop fucking with me, dice. The dice hate me today.
Okay.
So that was a miss with the spear.
Now, what'd you get?
9.
Yeah, okay, you're right. That is a miss. Yeah, the only reason I ask, he does have a fairly low AC, so I do just want to make sure to be honest.
Okay, the offhand strike is a 21 to hit.
That will very, very hit.
So that's 5 points bludgeoning damage.
Okay, 5 points of bludgeoning.
And
Yep.
I'm going to use a key point for Flurry of Blows.
Yep, so you get one more attack.
And I'm going to try the Radiant Sunbolt again.
Okay, that is a ranged attack, so this will be at disadvantage because you're right up next to him.
Never mind. I'm going to pop him in the mouth again.
Okay.
That's cocked. And that misses.
Alrighty. You find yourself just so concerned over your comrade. Just you can see Bird just coming back to consciousness that you're just having a hard time focusing on your attacks. Really, just trying to keep the attention of Captain Scurvyhook. As there's a part of you when you realize that he was going to bring his boot down on this unconscious form. You're like, oh, this guy's playing for keeps. And as fierce of a warrior as you are, you also have a heart. You care about people. So it's...
How dare you?
It shook you a little bit. But speaking of, that brings it to Bird. You are laying there prone, but you are conscious. You have hit points. What you want to do?
So if 5e, is it a full action to stand up?
Half your movement.
Okay. I'm going to use half my movement to stand up then.
Yep.
And I'm guessing Captain's still standing right above me.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay. I'm going to action surge to disengage.
Okay. So, bonus action disengage.
And then will I be able to still attack at that point?
Hell yeah. Make an attack roll.
Okay. 14?
That'll hit. Give me damage.
Ugh. For 14 damage.
Well, nice. So you fire one of your crossbow bolts right into the chest of Captain Scurvyhook. Once again, doing some quality damage as you back away to get out of there, which brings it to the captain's turn. First thing Captain Scurvyhook does, he heals as you watch some of these wounds close.
I hate that.
Yeah, let's see here. Looking over you all... You know, Mara, you've been up in his face a lot. He's going to take some swings at you. That is a... Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
All right, second one. That is even higher, so that is a dirty 20 to hit.
Those both hit.
So, Mara, for the first one, you will take... start with 11 points of bludgeoning damage. And on the second one, you'll take another 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right, I'm out.
And you watch as these two fists, bam, bam, come up into Mara's ribcage. She falls to the ground unconscious, and Captain Scurvyhook will now bolt towards Bird. That does bring an opportunity attack from Day, as you were right up in his face.
Yep. It'll
And,
also trigger the booming blade damage.
It will.
Yay.
Yeah, and also quick question. Since I was next to where Bert was...
Oh yeah, you would get an opportunity attack too if you want. So give me the booming blade first.
Okay, so the booming blade damage is 7 points.
Okay.
And then my to hit is a 16.
That'll hit. Give me damage.
That is a 9 plus 13 damage.
Okay. And Dean, you may make an attack roll for an attack of opportunity.
12 to hit.
12 just misses. As the booming blade kind of makes him stagger a bit, and it causes your rapier to just miss. But he's going to run up, and he is going to attack Bird on this. Bird, that's a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, that's...
And it's going to be... I don't know where that... Oh, I see where that die went now. Oh. Bird, you will take 13 points of bludgeoning damage as a fist just bang right across your jaw.
And Bird's back down.
Alrighty. Bird falls to the ground. At the end, that is Captain Scurvyhook's turn. Descartes, you are up.
Once more with the booming of blade. Run up to him and glaive.
Alrighty, make an attack roll.
And that is... I wish I could curse more than once a day. That's a 24 to hit.
Alright, give me the damage, though.
And that is 12 points of damage.
Alrighty. As you bring your glaive up right into the chest, hitting him with the booming blade once again, seeing if he will be fool enough to move and take some of that damage. That will bring it up to Dean. It is your turn.
Oh, brother. I guess just try. Because I think that bird might be fine. Because I mean, I wouldn't be able to bring her up. I tried to cast. I go. Because I think I'm still a little rattled that the Captain saved so much with the previous attempt with psychic damage.
Mm-hmm.
Dane goes, well, Dane, all your life you've prepared for this. And time has suddenly come. And he just takes his rapier and runs towards Captain and tries to stab him.
Make an attack roll.
Coming out from behind the desk.
Alright, that was a 7 to hit.
A 7?
Yeah.
Oh, the 7 will not hit. As you go to stab at him, and one of the wounds that had already been created in his body, your rapier just into it and out. You're just like, that was unfortunate.
Yeah. And, well, as my bonus action, it's so late. I'll give a bardic inspiration to Descartes.
Alright, Descartes, you receive your bardic inspiration. Mara, I need you to make a death saving throw, please.
14.
14, that is one success. Bird, I need you to make a death saving throw, please.
17.
Alrighty, that is one success. That makes it Captain Scurvyhook's turn. The first thing Captain Scurvyhook does is heal.
Rude.
Yep, he's gonna make he doesn't like you very much right now, Descartes. He's gonna make 2 attacks on you. Does a 15 hit?
It does not.
Alrighty. Is a natural 20.
Jesus.
Fuck.
So you will take a total of 9 plus 15. You will take 19 points of bludgeoning damage as he brings his fist square into your chest.
And I am also unconscious.
And you
Oh no!
Oh god.
I'm
Bring
just
in a
throwing this out
TPK.
there. I'm just throwing this out there.
Uh-huh.
The big Lebonski,
Yeah.
he has not made any attacks this fight, but he absolutely could.
We've said he's still under the. He's still under the net, isn't he?
You know what? I will let you make a persuasion check to call out to him.
Who?
I know.
Thanks for that bardic inspiration.
Descartes can. Descartes can make one chance to call out to the big Lebonski to help out.
With the bardic inspiration, that is an 18.
Okay. Make a death saving throw.
It's an 11.
All right. How do you call out? What do you say?
My dude!
As you're laying there on the ground, bleeding out, hurt, no longer conscious of the world, only Dean sees this as flying off the upper walkway like Superfly Snuka off the cage at Madison Square Garden. That's a natural goddamn 20.
Yes!
Skeleton will. Okay, yeah, the skeleton will full elbow drop Captain Scurvyhook. And that will be 12 points of bludgeoning damage as he comes flying off and right into the captain. And Dean, you see there's just this one skeleton, unarmed, standing there staring down the captain. Dean, you are up.
Do the
Oh,
crits, my man.
I mean, it's the bronze die. It's
uh, 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 yeah,
Agreed.
yeah. All right. I. All right. So, Dean is actually almost in the middle of a panic attack, just trying to figure out what's going on. So, can Dean try to cast a prestidigitation again, just so that we hear both the ta 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 ta, and then like just a faint voice going, mutiny, mutiny, mutiny.
you can try. What is the purpose of what you're trying to go for here? Just so I know.
Psych out Captain, distract him.
Just try and distract him for a round.
Yeah, just to distract him. Just think that maybe see if Psych Warfare think that there's another mutiny in his hands.
You can roll either an Arcana or a Deception check on this against his insight.
All right, Arcana or Deception. All right.
Yeah.
So, in case you can see it.
Oh, buddy, that's not the number you wanted.
No. So that would still be a 7, but
Yeah.
No, actually, no. It's a deception. So
Which
that's
means
a 10.
it's a 10.
That means that's a 16.
16. 14. So, College of Eloquence paying off right now as you are able to bang it, mutiny, and you see the captain is distracted by this. We'll see how that plays in when it gets to his turn, but it's definitely affected him. Anything for your bonus action?
Well, I don't. As much as I would love to give the Big Lebowski verdict, I just ran out.
No more spell slots, no more anything.
Yeah.
That's all right, is what it is. Mara, I need you to make a death saving throw.
12.
Somebody get hit.
Okay. Bird, I need you to make a death saving throw.
That one was a 6.
That is one failure.
Oh.
Captain Scurvyhook still heals, 'cause that's an innate ability,
Bastard.
but is unable to do anything else on his turn as he is distracted by this notion of mutiny. He eventually shakes it off and he looks over towards you, Dean. You get the sense he's realized what happened. You don't think it'll work again, but you bought a little time. Descartes, I need a death saving throw, please.
All right, my dude. You have crit for me a number of times already, and I need it again.
It's gonna be a 1.
Don't do that. Why would you do that?
No, it's just a 17.
All right, that's 2 successes.
So, like, it's still a success. It's just not as much of a success as I wanted.
Big Lebowski is going to try and punch the captain.
Let's go, Big Lebowski!
Big Lebowski's going to hit.
Yes.
Yeah, you fucking will.
Okay, so does a little bit of damage to the captain as he just takes one of the arrows he has for his short bow and stabs it as if he's using a dagger, but not insignificant. Dean, you are up.
So, with a little time that Dean bought, is there? Do I know if there's something that like sunlight or anything that could help affect the captain in some way or another, or do I get the sense that it's just either run or try to kill him?
You get the sense it is you, the Big Lebowski, and the captain, unless one of your allies manages to miraculously get back to their feet.
Well, alright, well, fuck this. Let's try, because that worked. The team's resolve gained a little bit, so he will say to the captain, "Yeah, mutiny. if you were a better leader, if you cared more about your people, maybe this wouldn't happen. So you need to grow and buckle up and grow. So we have 14 wisdom saving throw.
That's a natural 4. My mod is not good enough for that.
All right, so that's 1 point of I mean, I guess because it's psychic damage, you tell me if you like.
It can't get reduced below 1. Like he's
Yep.
resistant, but can't get reduced below 1.
But he does have the disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Okay.
And on that, Dean, you just will try and do. I guess we'll just. I mean, just to see if this works. Dean will just run 30 feet towards the door just to see if the captain will follow and just try to guide him in a way.
Okay. Mara, give me a death saving throw.
18.
That's 3 successes.
Mm-hmm.
You're stabilized.
Yes! Which means I have 1 point.
No. Well, here's the thing. We're doing a one-shot. And let's get dramatic right here.
No!
No?
Oh,
Okay,
fuck.
then I won't give you a chance to get conscious.
No, go ahead. Let's be dramatic. Yeah,
Okay.
Sorry, I thought you meant dramatic, like she was gonna die. I'm like, no,
No, you
Mara.
succeeded 3 times.
Okay, alright.
Mara, give me a Constitution saving throw. You succeeded 3 in a row. You have no failures on you. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
That is a 15.
15. You can, in your unconsciousness, hear the sounds of cacophony around you. You hear everything that Dean is doing to try and keep the captain at bay and distracted. And your resolve, your dope monk shit, will not allow you to drop this day. And so, with 1 hit point at the top of your turn, you may take a round.
How close is the captain?
He is not standing over your body. You may make ranged attacks if you want to do that sun soul shit.
I sure do. Alright, I'm going to use half my movement to get up.
Okay.
And then do ranged radiant sun bolt.
Okay. Are you doing 1 or are you doing flurry of blows to shoot 2?
Flurry blows.
Okay. Make 2 ranged attack rolls.
Okay, the first one is 16 plus.
That'll hit. Give me damage.
It's actually not that much unless radiant fucks him up. I don't know what you add to it.
It's a D4 plus your whatever your damage bonus is. It's
Okay.
whatever you, it's
Yeah.
whatever you do for your unarmed strike. It's the same thing.
Yeah. So that's 8 points.
8 points as you fire one of these sun bolts flies off and hits the captain.
And please know that I do a full Hadouken
Nice.
gesture.
Make your second attack.
Obviously. That is 19 plus.
That'll hit. Give me damage.
6 points.
How do you want to do this?
Yes. So, as a way of the sun soul, I guess, like me and I don't know if it's Lathandar or
Sure.
who's the one who was Idris Elba in our other campaign?
Oh, that was Pelor.
Yeah, that was Paylor.
Let's see. Pelor, so I'm calling on Pelor's power.
Or you're just gonna call it Idris Elba's power.
I
Also
call it
fair.
Idris Elba.
There you go.
And we decided that he's like, it's an extremely handsome black man. It's Idris Elba, and we all went, yes, that's correct. That is the correct answer.
So beautiful, it's like looking into the sun.
Yeah.
It's Idris Elba.
Yeah, really checks out.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. I'd like to imagine I hear,
Banging it, banging it, banging it, banging it.
Hold on. by the power of bangada, bangada, bangada.
I hear this dope beat, and Palor says to me, "My daughter, why would you rest when there is still this dope beat?"
So Palor drops the bass.
Yeah. Yep. Apparently. I was gonna try to say something like moving, but that's where we're at. Oh, this game is stupid.
It is a Wednesday.
Yup.
I really like this.
I love Dungeons and Dragons so much. And so, Dean, you see as you doing everything you can to keep this captain distracted, and knowing what damage you can dish out, you're just feeling like you can't quite keep up with his regenerative capabilities. And then all of a sudden, Mara rises up, throws one bolt in his direction, rotates him all the way around, and he comes back to face her, and she just looks right at him. For pails. And throws the second bolt at him, which hits him square in the chest, his entire body igniting with this radiant energy. And you watch as it begins to crackle across his entire form, and then boosh in all directions. And as the light starts to fade, you see the spectral form of Captain Scurvyhook, but not enraged, not encapsulated by the need for revenge. A proud captain looks to you both, and he extends his hand outward, and a single point of healing to both Bird and Descartes as you come back to consciousness. Looks to you all, and he says, "I thank ye for what you done here. 'Twas a piece of mercy. Perchance me and me ship can finally be at peace."
Dean walks to him, pulls out another one of the tabaxi hanging their cards, but tells him, also flip it over. And it's a picture of a tabaxi flying that says, on one side it says, hang in there, on the other side, but it's okay to let go.
You see a single spectral tear running down his eye.
What is this game?
I thank ye for such a gift. I have something for you in exchange.
And he draws his rapier, and it becomes corporeal as he hands it to you, Dean. And you are now in possession of a +2 rapier that you may add to your character sheet if we play these characters again at some point. And you are able to gather up some of the treasure that was here. You bring 25 platinum, 326 gold, and 4,322 silver pieces back to your ship. You will all get your own fair share in cuts of this as time goes on. And as you sail away from the scallywagon, you can see... Go ahead.
Does the Big Lebowski fade as well?
The Big Lebowski starts to become corporeal as well. As everyone who's on this ship still has a form, you're seeing what their sailor forms look like. Big Lebowski actually looks a lot like ye old Matthew Lillard, as he's kind of smiles and nods at you and gives you a thumbs up as he slowly fades away. And as you are all getting ready to sailing back to your ship, you can see up on the deck as the scallywagon begins to fade back to the ethereal plane. You see Pales standing there, no longer looking like a ghoul, but looking like a cabin boy, thrilled at the prospect of adventure. Waves to you all with a smile on his face. And you can see Polly, that you saw before, in full parrot form, flying around the crow's nest before coming downward, landing on the shoulder of Captain Scurvyhook. So,
Aye, Set sail. Second star to the right. And straight on till morning. And that's where we'll end.
Why am I crying? What the hell?
Because it was beautiful, okay?
Yeah. Also, don't forget the image. What they were seeing. So they were seeing a boat of four of us. Three of you really bloody, hurt. I guess intelligent because you were all got unconscious at least once, and Dean looking immaculate.
Completely untouched, unscathed Dean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want, oh god, I think I want, Dean to come be my life coach.
Right? So what I would like you all to do, I would like you actually to level these characters all up to level 4.
Yay!
If we do another nautical adventure and some of you all or all of you are available, you can go ahead and bring these characters back at level 4. Dean, enjoy that +2 rapier.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, that was the tale of Captain Scurvyhook there. This was actually a adventure by DM Dave. It's called Revenant Ghost Ship. I modified.
Shout out to DM Dave.
DM Dave is amazing. If you've never checked out his Patreon, I suggest doing it. Just being a email subscriber of his, you get free one-shots a couple times a week. This one is scaled. I believe it's levels 3, 5, 8, and 11. The level 3 version is completely free. If you're a Patreon subscriber of DM Dave, you get it scaled at all the various levels. He's really, really good at what he does. Creates a lot of adventures where if you're a DM and you're going, crap, I don't have anything planned for my session this week, you can just pull one of these and insert them right into your campaign. Like, they're so designed to fit in almost any campaign. I've never spoken to this guy. I don't know him personally. I just came across his stuff, fell in love with it, and I use it a ton. But yeah,
Yep.
fun adventure.
To say for the internet and for Twitch and for YouTube, this is not an ad. We just like his stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. Like in reality, it was not Captain Scurvyhook. That's my fault. It's Captain Calibran. The name of this ship was not the Scallywagon. It was called the Flenced Servant. It's far more dark and serious in reality, but I like silliness and puns.
You would be hilarious if
Wait, are you saying that big beard peg leg? Not serious?
Yeah, I'd like to think that DM Dave is seeing this somehow and going, do not attach my name to whatever just happened here.
I had nothing to do with this fuckery. Listen, the asshole in the sunglasses, I have nothing to do with him. DM Dave, if this ever somehow gets to you, seriously, huge fan. Yeah.
Oh my god.
But no, huge thank you to all of you for watching. Jordan, Jamie, Mario, Saint, thank you guys so much for playing in this. I've wanted to run this adventure for a while. Like Jordan said, this is a Wednesday night, and we're like this. So, yeah, this was a blast. I'm so glad we got to continue One Shot Summer. There's going to be more of that to come, but that is for another time. I'm your DM, Bjorn Anders, signing off, and we'll see what chaos awaits. Thank you, guys.
Hang in there.